The elections in Punjab, it is the final stretch. There are just a few days left as far as campaigning is concerned. And Captain Amrinder Singh, who's been a former Chief Minister of Punjab and is arguably the Congress party's face to be Chief Minister again, if indeed the party wins, has already said that this is going to be his last election campaign and that he plans to make this about defeating the Akali Dal and about defeating the Badals. The question is, with the entry of the Aam Aadmi Party this time, has this become a more unpredictable race than we think? What exactly will the impact of this third factor be? Well, Captain Amrinder Singh joins us on the program tonight from Chandigarh. Captain Amrinder Singh, great to have you after another hectic day of campaigning. Can I ask you honestly what your assessment is of the election now that you just have a few days to go and you've travelled across the length and breadth of Punjab? You've seen the AAP factor play out. What's your honest assessment? Is it turning out to be a little unpredictable?
Well, I can tell you this, Nidhi. Nidhi, I have been in this field for 47 years now. I have been through many elections. And I can tell you quite honestly that I have never seen so much of a surge towards the Congress as I've seen it now. Whatever the reasons, maybe perhaps this 10 years of misrule of the Akali Party, or it's just a question of people wanting a change. But this Aam Aadmi Party is not a threat. I don't know why people are making it out to be such a threat. There is no stage that I've gone to and no meeting I've addressed where Aam Aadmi people are not joining us by droves. So I don't know why it's Aam Aadmi is being made such a name of.
Well, I mean, they are a factor and nobody expected them to do so well in Delhi. Of course, Punjab is not Delhi, but, what do you say to the sort of speculation and the buzz that's emerged in the last few days in particular that, this could be a much closer contest, that nobody can really stick their necks out? You are, and I'm sure, you have to say that the Congress is leading, but that this could even be a hung assembly, that there is a lot of unpredictability in this campaign now.
No, I'm not saying that Congress is leading because I have to say Congress is leading. I'm telling you what the facts are. Facts are that the Congress is well ahead. People want governance, and the Aam Aadmi has nothing to give. Nobody has had any experience in governance. Punjab is today suffering with a debt of 1,35,000 crores. It's got a budgetary deficit of nearly 5,000 crores. How does the state function with somebody who has no experience? So I think when it comes to this, that Akali BJP is out, and it's Congress or it is Aam Aadmi Party, people will choose good governance and they'll choose the Congress. That's my guessing.
Having said that, you of course have also been dealing with a lot of infighting in your party. You've been dealing with rebellion. At one point you had, I believe, more than 20 MLAs who had rebelled against the party. I believe that number has come down to approximately 10. How are you dealing with that dissidence, and do you believe that that could really threaten your chances in key seats?
But these are some people who are... Look, I can tell you that these 10 seats where people have come, I'm telling you that people are not going to vote for purely individuals. I've said they want governance, and they want governance, positive governance for the state. So these spoilers who have risen, there are about 10 of them, as you say, they are not going to make much difference. People are going to choose between a party that can provide governance for the state.
Although, dissidents in the past, there were more dissidents at that time in 2012, was a key factor that cost you the election then. And so it doesn't worry you that you have 10, strong dissidents. They're not sort of unknowns.
No, I don't think that cost us the election. Last time what did cost us the election, which everyone has agreed to, including the Congress President and Vice President, that our selection of candidates was wrong. We were given 46 candidates, which I believed couldn't win, and of them only 8 won. And I think I was proved right. This time we don't have any such problem. Our candidates have been selected over a long time, which people kept wondering why we were sitting in Delhi for so long. But we have gone into all the pros and cons of each candidate, and we have a very good team out in the field.
So how are you and Navjot Singh Sidhu getting along? Very honestly, you had a lot of nice things to say about him over the past few days. But given...
Excellently, I've known him.
Excellently.
And I've known him since he was a little baby.
So no tension at all?
Do you know Navjot Sidhu is from Patiala? When my mother was district Congress president, His father was the only general secretary. They only had one general secretary in their district in those days. He was her district general secretary. Then when my mother moved to Parliament, she saw that he was made the Congress district president. And then Navjot's mother fought 2 elections in Congress. And during my 77 and 1980 elections, his father organized my entire election. So we get on very well. We have, in fact, I don't know what this rumblings are being created. He is like a son to me, and I think he considers me like a senior uncle.
Tell me though, on the issue of a chief ministerial face being declared by the Congress party, we're just, over a week away from polling day. Don't you think you should have been officially just declared as the chief ministerial face of the party?
These are the decisions of the Congress president and the vice president. Congress generally all along have never announced their candidates in advance. I think now the time has come for a little change. That doesn't mean that I want my name to be announced. But I think the reason is that regional parties have emerged. And everybody knows that from A regional party or B or C who the leader is going to be. And some of the national parties, they don't know who's going to be the leader. So it becomes a competition of sorts in that direction. So perhaps national parties too will in due course have to decide on in advance.
So
now as to Punjab this time,
yeah,
let us see what the Congress president or vice president wish to do.
But it's interesting what you're saying. You're saying that as a principle, maybe it's time for the Congress to now move away from what it traditionally has done, although it's named you as a chief ministerial candidate before. But in general, you believe it's good to declare a CM candidate. You think it helps?
I think people will want to know who is going to lead them. It's very simple. I mean, in the old days, it used to be, say, BJP and us or somebody else and us. Now you've got regional parties emerging in every state. And I think everybody knows who's going to be the leader of that party in the legislature or parliament or wherever. And they will certainly want to know that who from each party is going to be the option for that party to lead the state.
Can I also ask you about Priyanka Gandhi's role? And, there's been some speculation that she had a key role to play in bringing key people into the party this time in Punjab, including Navjot Singh Sidhu. Anything you can tell us on that? I mean, we know that she's getting a lot of credit for the SP Congress alliance in UP.
Yes,
but has she played a role in Punjab?
Look, she is a very perceptible, let me tell you, she is a very perceptible, very a wonderful young lady, and I'm sure she's going to go very far. In fact, I wanted to bring her here to Punjab to campaign for us too, but I think she hasn't yet decided on getting involved in the campaign. But yes, she did play a major role in bringing Sidhu and Pargat Singh, our All India hockey captain, into our party, and she did a great job because they are going to be an asset for us.
You mentioned that you wanted her to campaign in Punjab, and I was going to ask you about that because you apparently did write to her requesting that. We just have a few days left though for this election. Are you still going to try and push her to come?
No, I never asked. I never wrote to her to ask for it. I met her, and I had a nice hot cup of coffee with her, and I asked her. I said, "Will you come?" And I don't think she was really prepared. I think she is more into working in a mother and brother's seat in UP and that sort of thing at the moment. But I wish she could have come because it would certainly have helped us.
What do you think Priyanka though brings to the campaign and for the Congress party actually? What does she actually bring to the table, and how is she different from Rahul? It will be interesting to get your thoughts on that.
No, I don't think so. I think they complement each other. I think Rahul and Priyanka complement each other. If people think that one is different to the other, every individual is different. But I get on very well both of them. They consider me an uncle figure because they are a very dear friend of their fathers. And I consider them like my own children. So for me, both of them are great in their own ways.
Do you think though that the Congress party is being a little too cautious when it comes to the kind of role Priyanka should play? Because even in UP, we are told that the role will be confined to Amethi and Raebareli and not really across the state. You wanted her to campaign in Punjab. She's not comfortable with that. Why is she, in a sense,
I
being
think that is
saved
that
for
is not the Congress
2019?
party.
That's her.
No, Nidhi, that I don't think is the Congress party. It is Priyanka's own decision. This person has to make their own decisions. I have to make my own. She has to make her own. Rahul has to make his own. And we all have to make our own decisions when we want to come. After all, there are other aspects in our lives. There are children. Children are growing up. They need their mother or they need their father. These are things that happen. And when you feel that you are in a position to jump into the fray, because it takes time. Don't think that it's such an easy job being in this. I've been in this 47 years. It's a very time-consuming business. And I think people must be clear in their mind that the time is that this is the time to jump into it, and then jump into it, and then you can't get out once you're in.
But there's a lot of, again, speculation, and when you speak to Congress leaders, you get a sense that they're trying to protect her and save her as the sort of ace card for the party, maybe in the next general election, and prevent her from being overexposed, as one Congress leader put it recently, into the electoral scene right now. I'm asking whether the Congress needs to take a chance, and she needs to take a chance and jump into it.
I don't know. That is for, again, as I say, it is for Priyanka herself to decide and to talk to the Congress president and talk to the vice president, and jointly they should then decide. But first she has to make up her own mind, and which is the better time for her to come, when it should be now or later.
Do you think it's the right time for her?
It's really her decision. And once she has, and I think that the CP has said so many times, CP has said so many times, it is for Priyanka to decide. So has Rahul said so many times, it is for her to decide. So let her take a decision. Why are you pushing her into it? Whenever she is winning and whenever she is ready, she is, I'm sure, going to. It's a family with a legacy, and I think that legacy she would, I'm sure, wish to carry on, but at the appropriate time.
All right. Well, Captain Amrinder Singh, we wish you luck in the campaign in the days ahead. Thank you for joining us on the program tonight, and we shall see you, I think, now on counting day. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you.